We are talking turkey this week. Now, am I referring to Thanksgiving in the United States, or am I talking about hockey? Just gonna have to watch to find out. Welcome back to Habs Hockey Report, friends, right here on the All Habs Hockey Magazine YouTube channel. We are part of Rocket Sports Media, and we are a proud affiliate of the Hockey Podcast Network. So glad that you're here with us today. Welcome back to the show, or if this is your first time here, hi, welcome aboard. My name is Amy Johnson. I'm your host of the show each and every week, where we talk about the Habs, the Laval Rocket, and we do lots of fan interaction with you. So if you're a new or longtime viewer, just take a moment to tap that subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell. We don't ever want you to miss an episode. We've got lots to do today. Also, in case you haven't noticed, right over here in the corner, this show is sponsored by DraftKings. And if you also click the link down below, special link just for our viewers, go to the special link provided by DraftKings in the show comments down below. They've got some great incentives. We're going to have a bit of fun today. It's for those of you who don't know, I live in the United States. I live in Pennsylvania, and so it is Thanksgiving week for me. So we're going to do things a little differently today. It's going to be a little bit of a quicker show today because let's face it, I have turkey leftovers to eat. I've got Christmas decorations. I've got Black Friday shopping to do. And you know what? The Canadiens are kind of on an altered, weird little schedule this week. So Habs Hockey Report is also going to have a little bit of things coming at you differently this week as well. I wished all of my Canadian viewers a very happy Thanksgiving last month when you celebrated Thanksgiving. But I always say Thanksgiving is something that anyone can celebrate at any time, because really Thanksgiving is just about being grateful and being thankful. And I think that's something for me personally, I like to incorporate that in my daily life. This is kind of an invitation for all of us to just give thanks and be and celebrate such a wonderful holiday together. And I'm all for celebrating Thanksgiving twice. Why not? It's one of the most delicious meals of the year. So also, before I forget, we are creeping near to the end of the month of November, which is Movember, don't forget. And here at Rocket Sports, we are in our 9th year of fundraising for the Movember cause and initiative supporting men's health, whether that's prostate cancer, whether it's suicide prevention, mental health awareness, you name it. And so we need your help. There is a link in the show notes down below. If you would like to contribute even just $1, help me and the Rocket Sports team, the All Habs Hockey Magazine team, reach our goal. I am in the Move for Movember challenge, which means I am challenged to walk 60 kilometers this month, representing the 60 men that we lose every single hour due to men's health issues. And I am almost there, guys. I think I'm right around 49 kilometers. So I've got a little under a week to kind of power through and get the rest of that challenge met. I'd love to have your encouragement and help. Just click that link down below. Even just $1 would be a great thing, and it all goes towards raising awareness and good causes for men's health, so we would appreciate that. What do we have this week? Well, the Habs, the Habs were some turkeys this week, let me tell you that. Last Saturday, we saw them come out with a game against the Philadelphia Flyers, which I don't know that anyone was necessarily surprised that the Habs won that game because the Flyers have really been struggling. They're on something like an 8-game losing streak right now. So not the tallest task in the world. I also don't think it surprised anyone that Nick Delorier and Arbor Jackeye dropped the gloves. It was a pretty quick bout, though. I was actually expecting more out of those two. But a pretty, anytime this season that the Habs can come out with a win, I think fans would say that they would take it because expectations are pretty low for this season. However, Tuesday night when Buffalo came into town, boy, did the Habs come sailing back down to earth. Probably one of the worst games they've played this season. 3 goals in the opening 2 to 4 minutes, along with, I suppose they considered that Chris Weidman tussle a fight. I don't know that I would call it a fight, and I don't think Chris Weidman should be fighting anybody after watching that. Buffalo absolutely decimated the Canadiens that night. I do have an issue. Marty St. Louis had apparently that morning mentioned that he knew and had told his team that the opening 10 minutes of the game were probably going to be pretty challenging. And when asked, one of the reporters asked him about it again after the game and said, you said this morning that the team was going to have a big challenge ahead of them to get through the first 10 minutes of the game. And Marty St. Louis' answer to that was, yeah, I was right. Hi, okay, follow-up question. Then if you knew so emphatically that they were going to have such a difficult time in the first 10 minutes of the game or the first 3 minutes of the game, then why didn't you have them better prepared to handle it instead of how quickly things got out of hand for the Montreal Canadiens? They turned around on a very quick schedule the next night, went back to Columbus, and this time came out with a win. Was not quite so many cannon fire going off as it was last week. And so the Canadiens had a the last 3 games, they've won 2 out of 3. So it's not been too bad. By the time you watch this episode, they will likely have already played their Black Friday afternoon matinee against the Chicago Blackhawks. This will be a homecoming for Kirby Dach. He certainly is going to have something to prove in that game, and we can only hope that it's going to be an entertaining game at the very least. In the middle of Friday afternoon. On next week's show, when we're back to kind of a traditional format for the show, it is a quarter of the way through the season, both for the Habs and for the Laval Rocket. And so I'm going to give out some first quarter grades for both the NHL and the AHL club. So we are going to have some fun and some analyzing to do next week and hand out first quarter report cards. I think that'll be pretty fun. I would have to say it's a good thing for Laval that I'm not giving out first quarter report cards today, because I don't think that Laval's parents would be very pleased with their report card. Let's put it that way. Basically, Cleveland did to Laval on Friday night what Buffalo did to Montreal on Tuesday night, except that Cleveland did it with putting up 5 power play goals on 6 man advantage opportunities. Yes, you heard that correct. 5 power play goals against the Laval Rocket last Friday night. It was an absolute disaster. They managed to turn around Saturday afternoon. Cleveland still gave them trouble, but they were able to kind of stick in there and won it in the 8th round of a shootout, so it wasn't an easy task for them. There was still plenty wrong in that game. Alex Belzile will not play this week. He is still injured. Matthias Norlinder took a puck to the face, so he is not playing this week either. There's a couple of other guys who are also out. Enough injuries that they've had to recall Ryan Francis from Trois-Rivières. He has not played yet, but had to recall him from Trois-Rivières. So they are now, they played against Abbotsford on Wednesday night, who they beat handily a week ago. They lost that game. Abbotsford kind of figured things out and adjusted and came out with a good game on Wednesday night. So Laval is still struggling. Laval is now on the road this weekend for 2 games against the Belleville Senators, who is one of their most bitter rivals. And Belleville has bested Laval every time that they've played so far this season. It's going to be a tough weekend for them. Hopefully when we come back next week, we'll have some good news to report. And if you want a full breakdown of everything happening with the Laval games, check out the Press Zone podcast at thepresszone.fm, or just head over to ahlreport.com and read our full game recaps over there. It's Thanksgiving week here in the States. We want to talk turkey. I asked you folks last week. I said, what's your favorite Thanksgiving holiday meal dish? Is it a side dish? Is it the turkey? Is it the cocktails? Is it the dessert? I had some great answers from you. We have Center Heiss saying that turkey, stuffing, squash, and potatoes, and gravy, and then sleep. That's right. Isn't that the key? You know, Thanksgiving is all about the family, the football, the nap, and the food. But the nap, very important. That tryptophan kicks in. You need that post-dinner nap. And then you go back for leftovers later. Yeah. Darcy says pickles. Pickles. Okay. Apparently at Darcy's table, there is a good selection of pickles. Are they homemade pickles? I wonder if they're homemade pickles. I love a good pickle. Love a good kind of charcuterie, appetizery kind of pick at things, and that saltiness and tanginess and sourness. It's a good. I like that. As I replied to him in the comment section, that was not a food that I was expecting to see pop up on the list, but I'll take it. I'll welcome it. And then Ursa Major says turkey stuffing. And I do like that he says, considering the last couple of games, turkey stuffing is appropriate. And I said they've been acting like the Habs have been they've been a bunch of turkeys lately. I'm going to give you Amy's kind of top 5 for Thanksgiving and my reasons why. Maybe you'll agree, maybe you won't. Number 5 for me really is the turkey. I like the turkey. I love the taste of a good roasted turkey or smoked turkey if you're one of those who smokes your turkeys. But it's not like I'm seriously one of those people who could take my plate and make a plate of just the side dishes at Thanksgiving because they're so good. So I could kind of take or leave the turkey, but there's always a little bit of it on my plate. So that would have to come in at number 5. Number 4 for me would be, kind of the vegetable side dishes, whether it's the sweet potatoes or if it's green bean casserole. And the sweet potatoes, not glazed, no marshmallows. It's the whipped sweet potatoes with lots of butter and then has that crispy, sweet, crunchy kind of pecan brown sugar topping on it. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm getting hungry again just thinking about this right now. Number 3 for me, cranberry sauce. My Thanksgiving dinner does not taste like Thanksgiving dinner if cranberry sauce is not there. And let me tell you, I am numero uno for making everything from scratch. I love to cook, and I love to cook things from scratch, except cranberry sauce. If it does not come out of a can that says Ocean Spray on it at Thanksgiving, I don't want any part of it. And I used to stick strictly to just the jellied cranberry sauce. I have, even this year, I'm serving the whole berry cranberry sauce, but there's just something nostalgic and delicious about the jellied stuff. Number 2 for me, absolutely, hands down, mashed potatoes. Just take up half my plate with the mashed potatoes and just keep them coming. Just keep them coming and keep them coming. Lots of butter, lots of salt and pepper, lots of gravy. Gotta have it. Number 1, it's got to be that stuffing. Stuffing. That's my question for you this week. Do you call it stuffing, dressing, or filling? I don't think there is a more controversial food item that has more name options to it than that item. I call it stuffing, and I love it, and I could eat piles of it covered with gravy. I haven't mentioned dessert in here, and that's not because I don't love dessert, because, oh boy, believe me, do I. I love a good pumpkin pie. Pecan pie's okay. Apple pie is okay. I'm actually going completely indulgent this year, and at my house I'm serving cheesecake because why not? Let's just bring all the calories in all at once. I love dessert. It just I'd say it would probably be my honorable mention because I just love Thanksgiving dinner so much. And for someone who has a sweet tooth like I do, to not have room on my top 5 for dessert, that tells you something about how much I love Thanksgiving dinner. Whether you're celebrating this week or if you celebrated last month, for me, it's a great opportunity to be able to say how thankful I am and grateful I am to a few people. First of all, my teammates here at Rocket Sports Media. I am very thankful for Rocket Sports Media and the team that Rick Stevens has assembled here for us. It's a great group of people, really having a great time all together, bringing all of you, our viewers or our listeners or our readers, all of the information about your favorite hockey team, the Montreal Canadiens. But most importantly, I want to say thank you and how grateful and thankful I am for all of you out there, everyone who has hit that subscribe button and tunes into the show each and every week. You're the reason why we do this here at Rocket Sports. And it's been great in such a short period of time our channel has been around for years, and there are hundreds of you that have been subscribers of our channel for a very long time. But we also have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you who have subscribed in the last 6 to 8 months since Habs Hockey Report started. And I am very grateful to all of you for wanting to be a subscriber and joining us every week here on the show, interacting, offering your thoughts. And I'm just thankful to all of you. All of us here at Rocket Sports are thankful for all of you. And we're looking forward to carrying on and seeing where we go and grow from here. So from all of us here at Rocket Sports Media, happy Thanksgiving, whether you are celebrating now or if you celebrated last month. It's officially the kickoff of the upcoming holiday season, which is my favorite time of year. We'll have some Christmas things happening in the next few weeks. And we just can't wait to see you back here again next week. If you happen to miss last week's show, I invite you to check that out right here. And then meet me back here again next week for another fun episode of Habs Hockey Report.